Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Montana. This is Black and White Builds 423, and today the big key point of this video will be going over all these features that are making these trucks absolutely ridiculous, and a few little things that people have been asking me questions about, and I found out the answers. But I will go on a exterior walk around of the whole truck, show you some of the things that are making these things cost an arm and a leg and basically a mortgage these days. And then I will show you some of the safety features from inside after that involves all the exterior safety features. And then after that, for all the people saying I don't know how to work on a vehicle, I'm going to throw in a little bit of me actually working on a Power Stroke with my cousin. We actually did some work for him. And then after that, we are going to go look at a new truck today. That's right, once again looking at a new truck. And I take the little one with me because, you know, I truly care what she thinks about it, because this will be a vehicle she's driving when she hits high school in quite a few years, thank goodness. Anyways, I'll do a walk around of the whole truck, show you some of the quick features of it, and then I will go back after showing you the whole walk around of the truck. I'll actually show you each individual thing working. We'll start with the front of the truck. You have your cameras in the very front now, and we will go over what this little guy is here in a little bit. This right here is another huge feature. This is your adaptive cruise control. If you're behind someone and you're on cruise control, everyone's used to how you have to hit the brakes. Now the vehicle can actually slow down for you, and then as soon as there's no one in front of you, it'll regain acceleration and it'll go back to your cruise speed. You have 360 camera on this truck. There is one of the other camera mounts, your LED lights for showing you the ground. Vehicles have obviously had this for quite a while, but it's your finger touch right there to where you can unlock it without actually having to get your keys out. While on the subject of all the cameras, here is one more to help you with your 360 view. And you have all of your LED lights now for the bed, your hookups. There you go, once again, another camera on this thing. And it is now push button, it lowers down for you. And Ford has had this for quite a while, but they have become a little bit nicer now for you to be able to get in and out. It is a little bit easier to operate than the older ones. I had a 2013, and this system is a little bit easier. It's not a big enough difference to pay the extra money compared to how it was, but it is a little bit more convenient. I'm kind of making it look a little awkward, but as you can tell, one-handed it's not that difficult. You can do it one-handed, and the lightness of the tailgate. That's how simple that is. And then for all the sensors for safety, your blind spot radar right here. It will come up in your dash telling you if someone is behind you, if you're trying to reverse or anything, pull out of a parking spot, out of your driveway, there's a blind hill. It will warn you about any of the vehicles coming to you and tell you what side it's coming from. Then your backup sensors that the trucks have had for many, many years. Now to step inside real quick and see some of these little features. A huge one that was told to me after last time I did a video kind of like this. Take out the top piece, pull right here, and boom, you can hide your fob in there. Just so you always know where your extra one is. Just make sure you remember the key code to get into the truck. Then you slide that over. And now for the 360 view I was telling you all about. Try to get the glare off the screen there, but you can see all the way around the whole truck, and you can see how the mirror, the camera that's on the mirror, you can see that distorts the image, and it even tells you what doors open. Then you have your front camera. Then you can change it to your different settings of how you want to see. You have the left corner of the bumper, the right corner, regular, and then just back to your 360 view. now we will jump over to all the technology to show you exactly how all the sensors and everything work. Alright, so we're jumping on the interstate now to check out that adaptive cruise control, and luckily it looks like they actually just paved the interstate, which is great because our interstate system here was extremely bumpy and horrible. But you also do have lane assist, but I will go ahead and put the camera up there so you all can see. Alright, so there's your cruise control on. Now that I have enough distance, I want to set it, let's say 53. It shows you the vehicle, and you can actually choose how close or how far you want to be from the vehicle in front of you. And as you can see, it is now changing my speed because I asked to be further away. So that is the concept of how it works, and now that she is speeding up ahead of me, it is getting me back to where I want to be. And real quick, I have to give a big thank you to my wife for assisting me today to where I can show you all these sweet features. Sweet Jeep. Might ask that lady out tonight. So we have one more nice little feature that they have added. That's really nice and everything, but we've had sunroof, so now they have the panoramic. Which I will say, my daughter is a huge fan of this due to at nighttime she can see the stars and everything through the back portion. So it is a really nice little touch. Now, during the summer we have barely used it whatsoever, more than just being able to see outside. So if you're not a big sunroof person, obviously this is not really worth the extra cost for you. So there's one more thing that I didn't show you, just because it's really simple to explain than me have to climb underneath the truck and everything and show it to you. But the new DPF systems, that is another huge reason why these vehicles cost so much. The EPA has just absolutely destroyed the manufacturer on how strict they are, to where these systems cost them thousands of dollars to be able to put on the vehicle. So that is another huge reason why you see the inflation of the price for these trucks. So even Donald Trump here recently had to ask them to back off to a certain extent, because the new systems that they were coming out with were going to be so expensive, people couldn't even afford to put them on the vehicles. The manufacturers would have lost money. If that just lets you know how strict the EPA is becoming on, you know, diesel smoke and all that, which is absolutely crazy due to the fact all that stuff that it keeps out of the air, the truck will regen later on and actually literally put it all out at just one time. Instead of consistently putting out all the smog issues, smoke and everything, it just puts it all out at once. So that's always confused me, but that is another huge reason for the inflation in price of diesel trucks these days. But anyways, we will jump over to working on the truck, and most importantly, the new truck that I have decided, or I'm very hardcore leaning towards this specific truck to add to the project builds. The dogs are free roaming today as we're about to start doing some work on my cousin's 6-point slow. We're redoing the whole front end today, and due to him taking our garage, all of our vehicles are outside the garage. The before photo, old rotors, a sticking caliper, crappy brake pads, so we're gonna go ahead and just redo all of this. Obviously we need to clean it up a little bit. While we got the wheel and tire off, go ahead and clean all of this, and look at my cousin's horrible paint job that he tried to do. But new rotors, calipers, brakes, whole 9 yards. And then we'll move over to the other side, then check out all the joints along the way. I guess we do know what we're doing. It stopped. It was up there, it went down the hill of a driveway and it stopped. Oh, yeah, it stops. Oh boy. Oh man, it stopped. Lucky us. I guess we kind of do know what we're doing. Another beautiful day here in Tennessee. And I've got my little one because we are going to go truck shopping again. I found another project truck to possibly build, so throw her in here real quick. And we'll go check out the new possible truck. Here you go, everyone. This is the new truck we're looking at today, the 302. Obviously, older trucks do come with a little wear and tear, which the hood would possibly have to be replaced. due to it also has damage on the other side over here, which if anyone can tell me how in the world I can fix that properly, please let me know, because I like to keep it all. But this is a fully original truck. The only thing that has been replaced on it, the fuel setup, and the gentleman before him put an FM radio contraption of some sort that we're not sure how to work, but he put it in here, 3-speed on the column here, which surprisingly, that is one thing I know it exists, but I've never actually used one before, so that was fun and interesting. Being that it's this sport custom package, it has no power steering, no AC. You see the vents just come from the outside for that. So, but I mean, the interior is in killer condition, especially compared to the last truck. If you watch the last one we looked at, this thing is in excellent condition, especially compared to that one. The other one was going to need a lot more work. So, I mean, these are just little things, and we did take it for a drive. The thing drives outstanding. There might be some pressure points in the flywheel for reverse where it got overheated, but that is really about it. Really just comes down to, you know, some TLC, and I think this thing could be an excellent truck to restore. And the last thing that is not original is this is a different tailgate. So it's a little hard to open and everything. The bed seems to be pretty good. Then the only part I was worried about still seems pretty savable. Doesn't look bad at all underneath. Obviously there's a little bit of rust, but it is from 1971, so it's kind of expected. And there's where you can see it doesn't quite line up perfectly, but that's all savable. Then the one thing I haven't actually done yet is take a look underneath. I feel like this would be a killer truck to start with. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and here in a minute I'll give you the little one's opinion, because this is something I want to build with my little one, and possibly let her drive this to high school when she gets a little bit older, as long as she actually helps me build the vehicle. Alright, so we just almost got T-boned on the way home because a lady with 2 children in the backseat of her car was driving down the road like this and absolutely just blew through a stop sign. So luckily, I actually stopped, paid attention to the road, but that's just crazy how someone can have 2 kids in the backseat of their car and be that deep in their phone. But anyways, back to what's more important. What'd you think about the truck, sweetie?
Good.
You liked it?
Yeah.
But during our test drive, what'd you say about it?
You're locked up.
During the test drive, what'd you say about it? You didn't like what?
It's old.
You didn't like how it was old? That's the best part.
No, it isn't.
Alright, so the 64 Ford F100, the black one, or the 71 that we looked at today that was white. Which I come to find out was actually not the original paint job. So that's one more thing that wasn't original. Which one?
What was the fastest?
Well, technically the white one was the fastest because it actually started and drove down the road. But it's going to be interesting. The white one? Okay. Sweetheart, since apparently I'm a taxi cab driver, and now that you're in the back seat, which ones you like?
I didn't get to see any of them.
It's white and black. It's white and black. Which one do you think?
Alright, anyways guys, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you want to see what the 64 looked like and the process of how much that would take, which it would take more work than this white one that we looked at today.
The white one.
But it's a little bit older video from a few weeks ago. So just let us know what you think down in the comments below. And then as soon as we finally pick one of these, I'm going to have a discussion with you all to see what type of engine we should throw in there. I'm looking at gas or possibly even a diesel conversion for it, which I think would be completely different than everyone else and absolutely awesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Stopping by for the first time, please subscribe. You all have a great day.